Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I have a couple of projects to share with you. I was on live last night with Lorelle and Rose on Lorelle's channel, and I was able to make two doily wall hangings while we were live, and I thought I would just share the wall hangings for anyone that wasn't watching and to show the details a little bit closer up. So this is the first one I made. I think, was this the first one? Yes, this was the first one, and I used this. I love this image. It's just so pretty. And I started off with one of the fabric and crochet doilies, and then I added another doily on top of that with some batting in the middle, and then another doily, this third doily on top of that, but you don't really get to see the doilies. They're mainly just for structure. And I just used some, it's just plastic pearl trim for the hanger. And then I just, I think the next thing I did, after I put the image down, I started with the dangles down the bottom. And I used this leaf dangle here. No, that's not the, is that the leaf dangle? This leaf dangle here. And then you really can't. Then this dangle here. It's really hard to show. Let's see. Let me see if I can go from the back. Maybe that's easier. So here's the leaf dangle. Yeah, it's easier this way. All right, let me lift that up. And then this dangle here, which I've ordered this like 3 times now, I think. I just love this one here. And these, I tea-dyed them all. And then this leaf dangle. And then I'll show you the last one is this one here that I just got in the mail a few days ago, and I love that. So those are the dangles, and then I added a bridal applique collar piece, but the only thing you really see are the pearl dangles because I wanted you to see those, and just a tiny bit of the ends, but I ended up covering the rest of it up. So I added this flower in the middle that I had made out of eyelash trim, and then I added these 2 flower appliques, and then the next thing I did was I added these leaf appliques that I had tea-dyed, and then I added this little flower appliques, two little daisy flowers together, and then the rhinestone piece. And then these, I forget what this trim is. I've had this trim, it's like a daisy wheel, maybe they call it. And I folded them in half just to kind of fan them out. And then I added an acrylic flower in the middle of each one. And then I added this other flower applique up here. Then these 2 little flowers I made using these little appliques that I got from Sophie, and then I added little rhinestone buttons, and then this rolled rose trim from KS for You, and that's really all I did to this one. So yeah. So that's what I did to that one. And then I made the second one here, and I used this lady here, and same thing, just different, these 2 are different doilies from the other one, but the same one on the back. And then I added the image, and then I added I might have used almost the same doilies, dangles, I mean. I added this leaf trim. Let's see if I can lift it up a little. And I added the other leaf trim, and then I added this trim here. These are all tea dyed. And then I added this, let's see, this gray trim, and then this trim here. And I wanted pink and gray to be the main colors, just to give it a little color. I didn't want to make it as, oh, what do you call it when the colors are kind of all the same? But anyways, you know what I mean. So after doing that, I started to just embellish around the image. The first thing I did was I put this pink trim. I call it a flower trellis trim, and that's from a long time ago from One Little Dreamer. And then my little clay flowers, and then in the middle, where this piece here, it's hidden, but in this I added this trim here, and then I went around there. And then, let's see, here's some more, a little piece of the rolled rose trim. The leaves, again, I use those leaves, but I use different flowers. There's this flower applique with the, they do look almost like peacock feathers. Sorry, hate glue strings. And I added this piece here from Chaos for You in the middle of the flower for something different. This applique is from my stash, and I love these flower appliques. They're so dimensional. Here's some leaves from a little trim, and then a little tiny flower that I cut the flowers individually, and then I added the acrylic. And then here's a piece of a rose from a trim. These three flowers here are from a trim, and then I added these white pieces, and then the rhinestone buttons that I use a lot of. And then in the top, I just used a piece of ribbon, and then another one of those little flower pieces with the acrylic and rhinestone. And yeah, that's about it on this one. So that's it. That's my project share for the day. And if you'd like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will be back again soon. I have more entries to my image challenge. And I have that video to do. And my last design team project for June to do. So I will be back soon, everyone. Bye for now.